welcome back to Miss Henrik's video demo. Today I've got a really simple, easy recipe for you. It's homemade granola, and we're going to be practicing the roasting technique in the oven. So let's take a look at my mise en place. Alright, so the base of this granola is going to be oats. So you'll need 2 cups of that oatmeal. And then shredded coconut. Comes in the baking section of the grocery store. Some brown sugar. And it asks for honey. So I've got honey. And it also asks for agave nectar, which comes from the agave plant. It's very sweet and syrupy, just like honey. If you can't find this in the store, you could just use a little extra honey, whatever you would like to do. And then we need some more flavorings. So I'm going to use some pecans. And I have some slivered almonds, okay, because it says at least one other nut or seed. So sunflower seeds, peanuts, almonds, cashews, something like that. Then you'll need a little bit of canola oil, or you could do melted butter, really any kind of fat to help combine these ingredients. A pinch of salt, and a little bit of cinnamon. So the equipment that you'll need will be your dry measuring cups, measuring spoons, a large mixing bowl and a spoon to stir, a sheet pan, and then your oven. Alright, first what you want to do is set your oven to bake at between 375 and 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you just start measuring out all of your ingredients into a mixing bowl. So that's 1 cup oats, this is 2 cups. And the total will be about 3 to 4 cups at the end. So a couple days of cereal in the morning. Okay, so shredded coconut. If you like coconut, use the coconut. If not, you can omit the coconut because granola is really a bunch of different things that you like. So oats, nuts, seeds with a little sugar and some kind of binding ingredient like oil or butter. So it's a 1/3 cup of the shredded coconut. I like coconut. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Remember that you need to pack your brown sugar, okay, like that. And then the honey. Okay, so remember that honey and agave nectar, they're both very sticky. So a trick to measuring these sticky ingredients is you want to grease your measuring cups. I'm going to skip the honey and just do all agave nectar, just because it's going to pour easier. Sometimes when honey gets old, it turns into the solid block, and you have to heat it up, and I just don't want to do that right now, so I'm just going to use all agave. Okay, and I'm going to use this cooking spray to spray my measuring cup. And then that way, when I measure out my syrup, I'll get all of the syrup, all of the nectar or honey into this. See how it slides right out. Alright, so then now my pecans, 1/4 cup. You can use really any kind of nuts that you want or no nuts. Don't do any chocolate chips just because they'll melt in the oven. You don't want to do that while you're roasting. That would be something that you would add after. But these pecans will not melt. And then the other like nut or seed of your choice. Actually, I'm going to use these pumpkin seeds. I think they'll be nice. Okay, and then a little pinch of salt is like 1/8 of a teaspoon, remember? So you kind of eyeball half of your 1/4 teaspoon of the salt. Brings out the flavor of the other ingredients. And then cinnamon. Just because I like cinnamon. Oh, I can't really, I guess I can do this. Yeah. Okay, so like 1/2 teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon. I like cinnamon, so I'll do the 1/2. But you can flavor this granola really however you want. So then and then the oil or the melted butter. Sometimes the melted butter will give you a better flavor, but I'll just use this canola oil because that's what the recipe calls for. So 1/4 cup, drizzle that on top. And this will help combine the ingredients. Okay. All right, so you want to mix this up really well so that all the sugar, the brown sugar is all broken up. The oil is spread evenly across all the oats as well as the honey and the agave nectar, whichever one you're using. So then you pour it out onto a sheet pan. And kind of spread it as evenly as possible into a evenly flat layer. Okay, maybe use a big, I should have used a bigger sheet pan, but this will work, this will be fine. Okay, and so you're going to roast this in your preheated oven for 7 minutes. So roast 7 minutes, and you're going to carefully, use your oven mitts, take out the granola, and then a spatula or your spoon, you're just gonna remix your granola because you want to kind of roast and brown the other side of the oats. So, you can do it in a variety of ways, but yeah, basically mix it all around and then spread it out. All right, so let's take a look at our final product. Oh. Okay, so it's nice and golden brown. So the pan's very hot still, so I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes to let it cool down. Then I'm going to put my granola into a separate bowl to finish cooling completely. At that point, then you can add, like, whether you want chocolate chips or maybe some dried fruit, and let it cool completely. Maybe shake it around as it cools so it doesn't turn into one giant clump. And then you have your homemade granola. You can have it with milk or yogurt, and if you're looking for a homemade yogurt recipe, you can look up mine. It's creamy homemade yogurt on YouTube. And I hope you learned a lot from this video demo. Thanks for watching.